This is Amos, the 8th chapter, the 4th verse, the 4th and the 5th verse of Amos. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to feel, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit. Say this again, the 4th and 5th verse of the 8th chapter of Amos. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to feel, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balance by deceit. Okay, so that's somebody who have control over the financial system, where they can make the ephah small and the shekel great. They are in control of the financial system. And you see now again the importance of the moon in their consideration. They had to wait till the new moon be gone to sow corn, and the Sabbath that they may sell wheat. All of that is connected with the financial system and with trade. Now, there's something else. Leviticus, the 13th chapter. And I could start. The good number to start with is the 9th verse. When the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought unto the priest. The priest was like a doctor or a scientist, really. And the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and it had turned the hair white, and there be quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. Now that's interesting, because if someone had the coronavirus, they would be quarantined or shut up. Now, why would he not shut up him who has leprosy and is unclean? Again, the 11th verse, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. That's an interesting thing, why you will not shut up someone who is unclean. And then in the 12th verse, and if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that hath the plague, from his head even to his foot, wheresoever the priest looketh. That sounds like white people, doesn't it? Then the priest shall consider and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague. It is all turned white, he is clean. Again, the 13th verse. Then the priest shall consider and behold, if the leprosy hath covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague. It is all turned white, he is clean. That sounds like white people. They are considered clean now, but they are all turned white. Now, there are black people who have no discernment. I am not saying this to be racist or to critical, because I have more harm done to me by so-called black people than white people. But the truth has to be told. The Almighty have judged those black that harm other black people. They are under judgment who harm them unjustly. But that does not excuse white people and denying the truth to be told. Just because a black person harm you and you are black and you have bitterness towards them, that doesn't deny the truth of what whites are. It is what it is. Whether you be bit by a man or by a dog is still a dog and a man is still a man. Even though a man bit you and a dog bit you, that doesn't make the dog a man or a man a dog. You have been hurt by other black people. That doesn't make whites any different than what they are. The truth has to be truth, even if it's your own. You may say, because your relative is a homosexual, for instance, an example, therefore, you do not consider homosexuality an abomination because it is in your family, or because somebody in your family married a Caucasian person. You want to turn a blind eye to a homosexual or to a Caucasian because it's in your family. Woe be to you. The truth is truth. And it shall be found out. And it shall be judged for what it is. Black people will not escape judgment any more than Caucasians. You see, the coronavirus is claiming black people as well as white. So we have to be on our guard. White people is considered clean. That doesn't make it good. It's still a mutant. So let us be conscious of the truth. That's why I think goddess, I say goddess, it's role to God. That's a feminine aspect. Goddess are set, whom you call Isis, for wisdom, the higher wisdom and the truth. There is a lower wisdom. Tahuti is wisdom also. He's the masculine aspect. Wisdom of the concrete, of the heart, the concrete, like mathematics, reading, architecture. That's wisdom. And males have wisdom over the concrete, a hard body, of the planets, of building, building. They have wisdom how to build. The feminine aspect is a higher wisdom, seem to be emotional wisdom of the unseen, of the higher wisdom of understanding. So we call upon Isis for that wisdom, the truth, that we can only know by feeling. The higher wisdom. We can only know that by feeling. Tahuti wisdom, we could see. The masculine wisdom, we could see. That's why males go by seeing, is believing. We walk by sight, not just by faith. That's the male have logic, understanding. You realize the concrete truth. In Asian Kemet, or Mizraim, called also Egypt, all of the males have a hard body. Earth itself is have a male aspect. The greatest aspect of the earth is male, is tar. It have a feminine aspect also, but what could be seen is tar, hard body. Not Mother Earth. The sun, Ra, he have a feminine aspect too. That they all have a dual aspect. That's why they all have a wife. But we appealing to the higher aspect. Because the highest aspect is Pitar, divine thought. That is masculine, in which all was created. And one of the Hermetic principle is that all is mind. Really, it should be all is thought. And that's why in the Hindu it says this is Maya, or an illusion, but it is real. Thoughts are real. Thoughts are things. And without thought, we can create the world we want. Now this is our time to rise. The former world is no more. It is our time to build, to use supreme wisdom and understanding. The victory is ours. I declare this the year 20 AL. The former years of 6000 AL was over in the year 2000. For the select and the secret, this is also called the year 3020, counted from Solomon's time, temple. But anyway, the divine truth is this is our time. And we have to build, we have to create, and you will be successful. We have to build, we have to create, especially the males. And we have to consider the female aspect. They will lead us, but we have to do, the males have to do the building. Female have an extremely powerful, where their mind goes, we follow. That's what female have to be risen up and awoke too. We can't go no further than what the female mind guide us to. In wisdom, though, some of them are foolish. And we, as males, will build. They think we build. And so it is. That's why they say females angry. They should be angry at this world. They're not angry. They're not thinking. Why are they angry? So anyway, that's enough for this time. Amen and amen.